All right, I am recording officially. Thank you so much for joining today for the focused hour. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you can see all the goods that I have ready for you. If you have any questions, please be sure. I don't know why this does this to me. This is the craziest thing. Okay. If you have any questions, please use the chat. I will take a look at the chat as much as I can while I'm speaking. But if you have an urgent question, please go ahead and let me know. So I wanted to, I'm going to keep this as basic as I can because I don't know where everybody is as far as levels are and, things like that. I do have to say that my Instagram, if you look at it, it's not a curated, beautiful influencer looking like. I still cannot figure out my filters. Like, it's just, that is just who I am. So, guys, if you can mute, please, that would be awesome. I don't know why I can't mute everybody here. It's so strange. But if you can mute yourselves, that would be great. So I don't have a fancy Instagram. What I do well is I do share stories and I do share my journey honestly, and I'm vulnerable, and that's just what I do. I'm a storyteller, right? I don't know why this makes me play it, but we're gonna play. All right. So let's talk about the basics of content, right? So what you want to do is, I'm very structured. For me, I can't, a lot of the times I'm on the fly or I'm inspired really quickly for, with a story or a post, but most of the time I kind of need structure. This is just an example of a content posting schedule that you can use, you can modify, whatever the case may be. The next slide, there's also examples of journal prompts, not journal prompts, but post prompts that you can use or ideas to kind of catapult you into what kind of post you want to create. So we can spend some time, doing a post or creating a post together. I know it's a focused hour. I know a lot of you want to work on the reel, but I truly, truly believe that when you're vulnerable and you share your story, where you were before your journey started with Beachbody, what was that straw that broke the camel's back moment for you? What you did about it? What was it that kind of finally motivated you to do it? What you did? What were the challenges you faced? What were the successes that you experienced, the victories, the failures, how you were supported? What was different this time around than all the other things that you've tried before? Because most of the time, the people you're inviting have tried everything under the sun. This was my last resort for me. Beachbody was a last resort thing. If this wasn't going to work, I was going to live my life the way I was, overweight, unhappy, my hormones out of balance. I was a disaster, right? So Beachbody had to work in order for me to move forward. It was my last resort. And that happens to a lot of people. Beachbody is a last resort, okay? So let's work on a post today on your story, okay? So it's Tuesday. For me, I did a transformation story, but for me, it was more of a transformation of my business, like where I was, my mindset. I was a teacher for 15 years and I dealt with a lot of imposter syndrome because I was thinking, who am I to be a coach? Like, who am I to share these business tips? And who am I to motivate others to build a successful business? I dealt with that imposter syndrome. And I'm thinking, once I finally hit that limiting belief and saying, well, I'm not a teacher. I teach, it's just different now. Like right now, I'm sitting on a computer, speaking with 20 something ladies who are learning something new from a not so expert, right? I mean, I was a teacher. I wasn't an expert in anything. I just knew how to teach the information so that children could understand it. Here I am. I'm still a teacher. And the same goes for attorneys and realtors and stay-at-home moms and accountants and every other career under the sun. You can be a Beachbody coach because those skills that you have, they're going to be successful in your life in this business, right? So we can either do a transformation story, whether, a lot of people we get traction on a transformation post, or we can work on your story. And I think it's so important for us to work on our story and to share our story a lot. It changes. So, I always share where I began. I started my journey in December. December 17th was the day that I started my journey. I pressed play for the first time with T25 all the way back then in 2013. And yeah, it was during the holidays because I told my husband I don't fit into any of my clothes. I didn't want to go to date nights. Our relationship was on the rocks because I didn't want to be anywhere, near him naked. I didn't feel good, right? And I wasn't going to use the gift cards that he was going to give me to go purchase clothes. And I share those things because other women can relate to that. In this business, we have to tap into emotion. Emotion is what's going to help people decide.
George.
Guys, if you can mute yourself, please. For some reason, I cannot mute participants on my end here. I'm sorry. So let's go ahead, and this is like I guess this is a workshop type of activity. So let's work on your story. Where were you? So what you want to think about is, where were you when you first began, right? Where were you in this journey? What was it that made you take a look at Beachbody, or to decide that this was what you needed to do?
He loves Beachbody too. Everybody that you watch likes Beachbody.
I don't know why I can't mute people. I can only invite. Why is that the problem?
Yeah, I'm going to take a nap.
Is there anybody else that can mute? Are you guys able to mute?
Yep.
I can't see who it is that's
Let me try that one.
Let's see. Who is it? I don't know why I don't have the ability to mute.
Twyla. It's Twyla. Twyla, can you mute?
Okay, I think I
There
just
she goes.
muted her. Wait, and then there's Heather. Okay, I'm gonna have to just go through the motions here. Okay. All right, so are there any questions about the kind of posts that we're gonna create right now? These focused hours, I'm told that they're like activity-based, like we're gonna make this happen right now. Yes? Am I right? I just need to make sure I'm right. Okay. Okay. Did the work. All right. Twilight. Yes. Yeah, I think I muted somebody. Okay, did it work? Okay, I'm just looking at the comments or the chat. All right. So are there any questions about sharing this story? I'm going to give us about 10 minutes to work on this really quick. I know we're going to be a little silent right now, but I'm also going to show you the next slide about, when in doubt, Google it, right? GTS. So basically your story, let me write it in the chat. Okay. Your story, where you were, how you felt, what you did, and where are you now? On stories or a post? A post. We're doing a post right now. And it's something you can leave in notes. That way you have something for tomorrow or for Thursday, right? We'll also have reels. So you'll have two things. If you've already posted something today, then that's great. But at least you'll have a couple of things for the next couple of days, or for tomorrow, you can put both things up, or for something for later, okay? How you feel now? Okay, I hope all this makes sense. Does all of this make sense, guys? It's very basic, I know, but I feel like we don't share our story enough. Like, we don't share where we were. We want to tap into emotion. I feel like I talk to people a lot, or I talk at people like, you need to do this and you need to, right? And I try to be sassy, but I think sharing our story and really sharing our heart is important. So there's that. Okay, so let me show you the next slide so that you can see that there's so much content out there that is being shared, and this is free. I didn't want to take anything from anybody that had paid for. I'll put these slides up in, I guess I'll put it in the file of the Diesel Nation page there. But these are other prompts that you can use to help you create a post, okay? Something that you use, and it doesn't always have to just be Beachbody. It can be anything, I mean, we talk about Amazon and foods and all sorts of things all the time. Share a meme. I love memes. I love those silly statements on white black backgrounds. Like, when in doubt, I throw one of those things on. Sometimes I don't feel inspired, right? Tutorials, grocery hauls. People go crazy for grocery hauls. I'm like, you want to see what I'm eating? This is insane to me. So go live and then save it on your IGTV, and you've got some great content there. I don't know, people are nosy, I guess they just want to know. So I'm going to give you guys, about 8 minutes because I want to spend some time on that reel because I think you guys will have some fun doing it. And also, let's put something up that gives you some great engagement. So let me not put the thong song to right too, because, you know, I don't know that that's going to be very inspiring. Although, you know, we all want to wear that thong and look great, but maybe some like classical thinking music. Classical for productivity. How about that? All right, so I'm going to give you 8 minutes to work on that. If you have any questions, please let me know. I am here to answer as best as possible. I feel like I need to talk to fill in the space, but I can shut up too. I'm going to take a picture of all of us really quick. So I need it from a post today. And if you finished with that, throw a couple invites in there. Invite some people to join you. If you're on Team Cup, you got to get rid of those promo codes. So. Okay, a few more minutes and then we'll move on to the reels. Of course. Okay, I'm gonna stop us where we're at right now. I know if you're deep in your post, you can ignore me. But I wanted to give us some time to work on this reel just because I have to like pause and show and all that stuff. So was that helpful to kind of see, you know, the calendar and to just give yourself some time? I think a lot of the times we're so focused on inviting and following up and this and that, that we fail to really go deep into our story and share that. And I think it's such an important part of who we are as coaches that we really need to jump into that, you know, and do that regularly. All right, so let's talk about reels. So everybody has the reels. Let's make a reel today. This is action. You guys are going to get up. You're going to move around. You're going to do all the things to make a reel that's going to get people guessing and trying to figure out what your lie is. Okay. Now I made one and I was, for whatever reason, I only did 2 lies. So, but it is what it is and it worked and it was fine. Okay. All right. Oh, awesome. That's Hannah. That's perfect. I just did a coaching transformation story myself. Like I talked about coaching. So I love it. That's perfect. Perfect. Oh my God, this is not good. I keep getting a phone call and like, I'm going to have to like get to not disturb. Okay. All right. All right. So let's open up. First thing we need to do. The first thing we need to do is create a cover picture, because when you have your reels up, you want to, let me minimize everybody here. Okay. I don't know why this is there. Jeez Louise. Listen, I am technology challenged. You're welcome. You too can be a coach. Welcome to my world. Okay. So first of all, let's write out your content. What are your 3 truths and what's your 1 lie? Okay. So I only fit two of my truths and 1 lie. So I went to college as a pre-med major. I met my husband at a club. I hate chocolate and I'm an introvert. Okay. So one of those things is a lie. Actually, 2 of those things are a lie. Whatever, it's fine. And what was fun was the way I put it all together. So I'm going to show you what it looked like in the end. Let me see if I can get to it. I don't know why this does this. Okay. Let me rewind this. This is why it's saved this way. So I used a fun filter because that got people's attention with the photo. If you see it there, I put liar, liar. So what was fun? Okay, so you see, it's just like silly and you're having fun. And we just gotta like rip the Band-Aid off if you're nervous about doing it. It's all about having fun, okay? You can choose whatever music you want. I chose that song just because it was fun to kind of move around to, okay? So write down your 3 truths and your lie. Go, you got 3 minutes. Because I'm also going to show you how to pop up that text so that it pops up wherever you're pointing, okay? All right, guys, do we have our truths and a lie? Are you ready to move on? Almost. And obviously my truths and my lie are completely different here on what I wrote than on my reel. Sorry. All right. The reason I ask you to write out your content, to write that out, is that way you already have it in your brain. Writing it down kind of concretes it in your brain, right? And then you're going to decide where you're going to point or how you're going to do it, okay? That's one less thing you have to worry about other than the pointing around, okay? So next, you want to take a cover photo, because when Reels is ready to upload, it'll ask you if you want a certain screenshot of the video to be your cover. For me, I never find a good like screenshot. I always have like a weird face. Like Facebook always chooses the worst screenshot as your like cover photo for your videos because they're just mean like that. So you want to control that, control the controllable, right? So take your shot, take a cute picture of yourself right now. It doesn't matter how you look, guys, we got to be real, right? So however you look right now, take a cute picture because you're going to do the reel on what you're wearing right now. Take your picture so that you have a cute snapshot. Now notice this one with me with the salad. I didn't put any writing on it. That's the one that I talked about, ordering a salad with a piece of bread on top and a piece of bread on the bottom and a burger in between. I was ordering a cheeseburger. So it was just one of those funny shots to get people's attention to click. That's what I wanted. I wanted somebody to look at my face and think, why is she miserable about that salad? And it got people to click in, okay? So now that you have your photo, let's film your reel, okay? So you decide if you're gonna be seated, if you're gonna be standing, are you gonna dance? What are you gonna do? If you look closely here, or if you open up Reels, let's do this together so that I have you, we're working together here. When you open up Reels, on the left-hand side, you're gonna see a few menu items. You're gonna have length, audio, speed, effects, and timer, okay? So choose the song you wanna use. I have, that was Ciara. I forgot what it's not Level Up, it's something else. Rocket.
Did you do 30 seconds or 15 on yours?
I did 15.
Okay.
I did 15. I don't know the name of that song.
1,
Sorry.
2 step. Two
Yeah.
step.
The song, it's Ciara. It's Ciara. 1 2 Step is the one I used. There's Liar Liar. There's all sorts of different songs you can choose. I just chose that one because it was a cute beat and I kind of did a little 2-step there. So go ahead and choose your song. Once you choose a song, it'll be locked in there. So let me find this song again. So I chose the song, okay? And once you click on done, it'll be locked in there. So where it says audio, you'll have the little icon of the song that you're using. Cool? Okay. Now for me, what I like to do is I like to break up my segments so that I don't feel the pressure of having to like point and guess how much time I'm using. However, if you feel more comfortable just letting it go straight through, go for it, okay? This is your reel. So if you wanted to do segments, we're gonna set the timer, okay? Actually, no, let me take you to the next thing. Where it says 1 time, that's the speed, okay? If you wanted to, you can either increase the speed where it's super fast, which is 4 times, or you can lower it down to 0.5x, 0.3x. That's up to you. If you want it to be a little slower, just to give you a little bit of time. In my video, I gave it an introduction. Can you guess the lie? That was 1 slide, right? So it was like a 2-second thing, right? So I'm gonna give myself the 0.5x, and then I'm gonna click the little timer on the bottom below that filter. If you wanna use a filter, go for it. You can choose a cute one. You got one? Go for it, okay? Let's click on the timer. And then you can slide it to however long you want your first segment to be. Do you see that? You're playing with it yourself? Okay, good. So you can do 2 seconds, right? And then set timer. Nothing will happen until you press the little go reel button, okay? And it'll give you a 3-second time, like a get set thing, okay? If you wanted to, you can go to the timer and you can set it to the full 15 seconds because you want that 3-second, let me get myself prepped for it. And it'll give you the 3-second countdown. So it's up to you. If you want to segment it to give you that first start, let me see if you can see this better. So I have it segmented for like 2 seconds. So I'm going to press my reel button and you'll see that it gives me a countdown. Oh, the 0.3 is faster. My bad. You too can be a Beachbody coach. Sorry. So if you wanted to go slower, go to the 0.5 or 0.4 or 0.3, okay? So I got my first segment filmed and I want to do another one. So I'm going to set the timer again and it's going to show me where my segment ended last. And then I'm just going to pull my segment and this will be my first lie, right? And I'll point up. I went to college as a pre-med major, right? We're going to put the writing in after. So just point to a place somewhere in the middle of the screen. Don't go too out of your screen. Remember that, okay? So set the timer. I'm gonna change that setting to 4x. And that's the super, super slow setting. And I'm gonna press play, and there goes my timer again. So you can see that it's recording really, really slow. You can hear the music. That's really slow. Okay, so that's your first line. Then you're gonna go back to your timer. I mean, you can set also, let's go a little faster. I'm gonna go to the regular speed. I'm gonna set my timer for another segment. I'm gonna point somewhere else on my screen. Point somewhere else. That'll be my second truth or lie, right? Set timer. Press my button. I get my countdown. Okay, so until you get all your information. My last slide is, can you guess the line or comment below with your guess? I want to give people the next action step. I need them to know what to do next, right? So I want to remind them at the beginning, I say, can you guess the line? I point to my lie or to my, whatever, my random thoughts. And then the last slide is comment with your guess, right? Because I want to direct people to participate. Are we good? Are we feeling okay? Now, also, if you feel like you made a mistake, guys, you can always go back. You can press, you're going to get this arrow that shows up on the, when you're looking at it, it's on your left side. You can click back. And you can trash it or cut it, okay? So I want to trash that because it didn't come out nice or I look goofy. And then you'll be able to, you press done and you'll be able to film it again. Okay? Do we feel okay? The only way to get better at this, is to do it. Yes? Ready?
At what point are we doing the little label thingies? Does that go before or does that go after?
No, you have to record your reel and then we're going to throw you in there.
And then we throw in the statements.
And then we're going to
So
fill
are we doing the reels right now? Are we doing all of them? Okay, because that's where I get dicey with the words. I actually had my 12-year-old help me with the wording.
Okay, I'm going to show you how to do the words. You got to film the stuff though.
Okay, so are we doing this right now?
You're going to do it right now. When everybody's ready, I'm going to show you how to add those words so they pop in and pop out for you.
Okay.
Okay.
So right now we're just going to be pointing.
Yeah, you're pointing at your imaginary words.
Pointing at
Okay.
imaginary words. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Have fun with it.
Moving spots because I have like a mess behind me and the lighting's bad. So I'm just going to move right.
Real life,
Okay.
real life. Show it all, sister. Okay, go. You do your thing. I'm going to mute too so you don't hear me and all the madness. Just stand your phone somewhere and start recording, sisters. I should do another
I'm
one.
sorry. I have a silly question.
Never a silly question, ever.
So I hit the 15 seconds and I hit the start set timer,
The timer's on the last one. Mhm.
right? So I hit the set timer.
Do you have your music set?
I have my music set.
Beautiful.
What do I hit to start?
Okay.
That was my
entonces-
silly question.
Okay, no, it's not a silly question. So are you looking at this right now?
No, I got out of that. Okay, so yeah, I'm there now.
Okay, ahora, are you gonna set it up in segments or you're gonna do the 15 seconds and one shot?
I wanted to do it in segments, but I
Okay.
got lost in between.
Okay, entonces, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take that red little line and you're gonna slide it over to however many seconds you need for that first segment.
Oh,
¿Tú ves?
okay.
Okay, and when you have it there, set timer. So what it's going to do,
And then,
Instagram right now has everything set for you until you press that button and you get that 3-second timer to get yourself ready.
oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And then after that segment is done, it's gonna keep going?
When that segment is done, you're going to go back into the timer
Okay,
and you're going to set the next segment, set timer. When you're in place, press your button. You're going to get your 3, 2, 1, and then do whatever point you're going to do.
okay,
Okay.
all right, thank you.
Of course.
Now, if you're doing it in segments,
Yes.
is it me or does it not give you the 3-second timer on the second one?
It should. Did you set the timer?
I did. I'm gonna give it a, I'm testing it now real quick just to see.
Okay.
So there's my 5-second segment.
Okay. Set timer.
Oh, so I
And
have to set it again.
You have to record, right? And then come back to your timer, set another segment, record
Okay,
until you have all your segments. Yeah.
got it. Okay.
Okay. So
Hi,
I'm
Vero.
hitting the set, I'm hitting the set timer
Mhm.
and it's not recording anything.
Right. So once you set the timer, you're gonna come back to your whole. It's gonna bring you back to that screen. So
Mhm.
you set the timer, right? Let's say that's your first segment. Set the timer. It's gonna bring you back to this, right?
Uh-huh.
There, that's when you're gonna press the button on the bottom. It's the little reel play. It's
Oh,
a record button, and then you'll get your 3-second timer.
this is why I don't do it. Okay, thank you.
I know you're gonna do it like crazy now, girl. You're gonna be a pro.
Thank
You
you.
got this. Of course, my pleasure. How are we doing? Are we good? All right.
Yes, Christy, thank you. This is helping us actually get into action, and I already filmed everything, so I'm ready for the next step.
Okay, good. I'm so excited.
Yes, you're doing
Okay,
awesome.
good.
Thank you.
Of course. Okay, good. Let me know if I'm not clear on anything. Ask all the questions. I want to make sure you all feel comfortable playing around with this so that you use it because it's a tool to have fun, be silly, right? Show your personality.
Hey, Miss Christina, mine says 3, 2, 1, and then nothing records.
What?
Uh-huh.
All right.
I hit the record button and it says 3, 2, 1, and then nothing happens.
So how short is your little timer or your segment? Did you
3
create?
seconds.
Okay, hold on. Take me back. So did you go to your timer? Did you go to your little timer button here? I need to see.
Yes, yes, ma'am. And I set that to 3 seconds.
You set this to 3 seconds.
Huh?
How long? What's your speed? Set up.
Just regular.
Set timer.
And then I hit set timer. Then I hit record, and it said 3, 2, 1, and then yeah, and then nothing. It doesn't give me that record
Doesn't
thing.
give you this?
Nope.
Can you set your segment a little longer and let's see if that works?
Yeah, let me see.
If you're using a phone that you're doing the Zoom, you won't be able to.
Oh, well, there you go.
There we go.
I didn't know that.
Audio,
That explains a lot.
do audio through 2 things. I learned the hard way.
There we go. Learn something new every day.
Vito's the pro at the reels. So I got the master in the room.
Hey.
All right, so let me know when you guys are ready for the next step because the next step is the fun step. Then we start adding all this other stuff. I have to film a pretend reel so that I can walk you through the steps. All right, a couple more minutes because it's almost 1 o'clock, and then I'll show you how to do the titles or the truths and lies. Okay, cool. Tracy, that's awesome. And you got everything fit in with your 2-second segments at 0.5. Love that. All right, cool. Okay, so right now you should have like this just kind of hanging out. Like this is my pretend reel. Maybe I should do, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Here, let me do this. Play. I had a video, but. Okay. So you should have, if you have all your segments done, it should be, you should have this on your screen on the bottom. Yeah. You have everything here. Yes. Are we there?
I don't have that little strip.
Where are you? Show me
I-
your screen.
I just literally, it's just showing the reel. But there's no, it just says share to.
Okay, go back. Can you go back?
Yes.
What do you see now?
This.
Okay, so now you're gonna click on, there should be a little on the left side of the play button, I think. Show me again.
There's an arrow.
Okay, click on that arrow where there's like the filming of you.
And it takes me back to my reel, but I don't have that thing in the bottom.
Go back. You should. Your reel's gonna be super cute, is all I have to say.
Thank you.
And press back, press the back button again.
Again?
Yeah.
Okay, now what I have are the slides.
Okay, do you have the option to do the writing here? Not yet. Okay, hold on. Let me look again. Show me again.
Oh, yes, now I have the option to do the writing. Yes.
Okay, perfect. But it's not segmented like that, right? It's not four different. Okay, perfect. Okay, stay there. Okay, are we all there where we have this little slide issue here? No, Vanessa, talk to me, babe. What? ¿Dónde está? What do you have, honey?
Lost. That's why I'm lost. So I could see the video.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
lost. I could see the. Espérate. Está luz. It makes it. So I could, if I hit here, I could see. Oh no! What happened?
Did you share it?
Oh.
I think you didn't share it.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I could see like what I'm doing,
Okay.
and
go-
then that's it.
Did you use all the segments?
I just used one. Yeah, I shortened it and just used that. That's it.
See if you can go
Do I
next.
have to keep going?
Yes, I think you need to fill in the 15.
Oh, you have to do the whole 15 seconds.
No, you don't.
No?
No, you can,
So
you're,
glad I have the pro here.
I'm sorry. You don't
No.
have, your reels can be 10 seconds, 8 seconds. It doesn't matter. Just go to the next step.
Right. So
But it-
that's what I did. All I have is a trash and a scissors and done. That's what it says.
Well, I came in halfway, but what are you trying to do?
Click on the slide. We're going to add the text now.
Okay, yeah, you could add the text and then you can go to the next and your reels can be 10 seconds with text.
She doesn't
No,
have
I
that.
don't have that.
Click on that screen. That the little thing that you have on the bottom of you moving.
Of me moving. Okay.
Yeah, your little
I
time.
have the scissors, garbage, or done.
The text is gonna be up top, so you gotta look at the top.
Do you have the option?
Yeah,
to
no.
put
See,
that?
my Instagram is not like everybody. No, that's what I'm saying. I can't do them. I don't know
Click on the
why.
click on the little tile on the bottom here. Click on the
I
little
don't
button.
even have that.
No, you have right there, that little box, that little tiny little rectangle. With you there. Ahí. No, eso no te trabaja. Can you go back?
No, it just makes me keep starting over.
No, at the top left, is there a back button?
No.
Okay, so then the only thing I would say is, did you do the Instagram update?
Yes, I talked to 1,000
Vanessa
people.
is like,
I did the
she has
Instagram
strangest
upgrade.
situation.
I deleted Instagram off my phone. I re-put it in. That's what I was trying to explain to her, that I don't, for some reason, my
Yeah.
Instagram looks different from everyone else's.
Let me see what you're seeing.
Can you see it?
No, there's too much of a glare.
It's too much still,
But
right?
she's still
Okay.
recording. She still has the options on the left. She needs to finish recording.
Yeah, I was gonna
Right,
say,
so I
have-
finished recording. So if I go into it, that's my recording.
I still can't see.
Can you see? I don't know how to
No.
get the glare. Right.
No, I'm
Maybe
sorry.
if I look- Sorry, guys. Let me
But
see
that's-
if I.
don't worry.
The editing part of
Oh, there you
words,
go.
stuff like that are usually at the end.
Yeah.
You see,
because
this is all
so-
it's giving me.
Okay, you see that? Okay, so then click the arrow to the right. You see how you have the two what are those two little circles?
One is the trash and one is a pair of scissors.
It's to try.
Okay. So click the next, the big circle, the big one on the right.
The done.
Yeah, click the done.
Okay, I did that. And then it brings me back to the beginning.
Because she hasn't filled up her 15 seconds.
No, click a next. Click done again. Click the arrow to the right again.
Okay. And then now it tells me share too.
No, now look up top. Is there editing yet?
There's no editing there, but it has the to write.
Yes, it is. There it is.
Yes.
That's where it's at.
Okay, that's what we
Okay.
need. All right,
And
so,
You can do it without having to fill in the 15. Just go to the next.
okay, good. We're exactly where we need to be. Thank you guys for your patience. I appreciate it.
Sorry, everyone. I'm sorry.
No, do not apologize. We're it's
No, but
learning
you're
curve,
going
right?
through somebody else's as well. So you
Yeah, so
absolutely,
this is perfect.
yeah.
Good. This is all good. Okay, so here we go. So you should all have the option up top on the upper left-hand corner to write text, right? Okay, so your first thing you're gonna write, can you guess the lie? Okay. I like to put up the border and whatever text it is that you like to use, I have that on there, okay? If you notice, on the bottom, once you have written that text, you have the little slide option that just appeared for you. And your words are in a bubble. Okay? If you slide this, it'll put it in a certain, you're basically pinning it to a certain spot in your video, and it will show up only during that time. And then after that time limit that you've given it, it'll become a shadow, okay? And the reason it becomes a shadow is so that you know where to place your next bubble, if you want to put it on top, or if you want to replace it, or if you want it to be in different spots so that you see how it's going to look aesthetically, okay? So, did you see what I did here? Right now, if you've only put text, this is what your slider looks like. Okay? You want to cut that. You don't want it to be in your entire video. Hold on, I don't want to slide this out. So you're going to take the end of it and you're going to, oh my God. Hold on. I got to grab it in the right place. So you want to take the end of that slide and cut it, and you want to pin it to your video, wherever it is that you just said. Can you guess the lie? Does that make sense? Okay.
Yes, another question. Can you tell us how high to put it? Because the last time I did that, it kind of got cut off in my reel.
Okay, so there's like
I pointed down, but I don't want to put it too far down.
right. So you want to think about your stories. Remember, there's that top part, where people see all the little dots that you did, and then on the bottom, whatever. So I like to keep here. So I'm going to draw a line so that you can see. I like to keep it, think about your square, like your posting square. Think about it like that. I did a reel yesterday with my dog, FaceTiming mom to let her know that I did XYZ, right? And I made the mistake of putting his caption up too high, but that's also going to force people to check, like to see what it is that I wrote. So, but try to keep your text, you know, the point is for people to come in and look. So my first one is usually right here so that you can see what it is. What's my reel going to be about? Oh, I'm going to guess a lie. Okay, let me click and let me watch what it is. Yeah, does that make sense? And then your second, third, fourth object or bubble can be anywhere. You just don't want it to be too far out on the edges, so keep it somewhat close. Obviously, as you start doing this more often, you'll be able to know where to point and how far up to point, okay? So now that you have the first slide, you have that caption on the first slide, wherever it is that you're pointing next, put that first phrase. So I'm gonna put, I went to college as a pre-med, okay? I'm gonna put the box, and what's cool is since you have that first block of text highlighted, you'll know where to put that second one. A lot of people wanna replace it, and I'll show you how to pop that up. So that second one's gonna be there. You're gonna take your slider again, right? And you're gonna pull it, because you don't want it to be at the beginning. Oh, why do I have an I? I don't want the I there. Hold on. Let me put that in the garbage, sorry. Okay, so you have that second block of text. You're gonna pull from the front so that it erases after, so that first one erases. So do you see that? You slide it just enough where that first one will erase, and then pull the back end so that it just stays up for the amount of time you want it, that you're pointing to that one. Does that make sense? Yes? Okay. Then the same thing, you're gonna write down your third phrase. Okay, and then it's gonna be the same thing. You're gonna pull from the beginning so that it doesn't pop up at the same time as your other ones. You want it to be its own separate pop-up. Okay, so you're gonna pull from the beginning until the other ones are gone, and that one pops in, and pull from the back so it stays for as long as you're pointing at it. And then you can move your text wherever you want, even when it's a shadow. Okay.
My other one's not erasing. Does that mean I did the other one wrong?
Because your other one is probably in the same, you didn't pull in from the beginning. So what you're gonna do is if you need to correct anything, you can click on each phrase separately on the bottom and then see where your slider is.
But it looks like it did. Look at,
Click on, wait, no, click on the phrase, click on that bubble. It should turn white. Okay, you have it going for the entire video, that's why. So slide from the end and pull it in. So go from the right to the left. That way it snips it to just a little piece that you want. Is that good?
okay, now it's going away. Got it.
Okay, so then with your second phrase, what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull from the beginning of your slider so that it's just pointing at that one spot, or that so that you're just pointing at that one phrase.
Got it.
And then you're gonna continue doing that until you get to the end, right? And position them wherever it is that you're pointing. Pull the slider from the beginning so that it pops up on its own.
Got
And
it.
then pull from the end so that it stays there until you want it to stay there. And then you have your last one. That'll be there once you have that done. All right, so let me know when you have that all finished, once you have all your stuff popped in. And the other ones that you put in there will be shadows, and that's just to let you know where they are. That's all. So once you've reviewed and you've kind of slid everything around so that it pops up at the right time, because you can do all that editing just by pressing on each bubble. Sorry, By pressing on the bubble, you'll be able to edit those things, okay? If you wanted to, you can add stickers, and I don't complicate it. I just leave it as is. Simple is always best for me. Olga, do we need to leave enough time on the first segment for the guess the lie? Or will that go in the first picture we took? If you wanted to, you can add text to your picture. For me, I left it as, you know, I made it part of my video. Should we caption the reel or leave it with the cover of the pic we took? So what do you mean by that? Like add text to it, or, you know, like a inspirational post or whatever the case may be?
No, so you know how we took the that first profile one? I'm
Yes.
trying to figure out, where does the placement of Can You Guess the Lie go? Does it go on that picture, or does it go in the actual recording?
You can do it there. Like mine, my slide, my cover, it says liar liar on it. That's just because I put text. I wanted to test out what would happen if I started adding text to my photos like that, to see if it helped with anything. You don't have to do that. If you want to, you can add text to it. I think if you have another app where you can add, you know, writing to it, you can do that.
Okay.
That's your choice. But yeah, and then if you wanted to write like, I don't even know what my post was about with that caption, or with that reel. I used my my cheeseburger salad one as a way to educate. You know, yes, you can have the burger. There's a way for you to enjoy a burger. You don't have to always order the salad. And I use that opportunity to share value and how someone can go on and enjoy a burger with zero guilt, right? So I'll have a pic with text. So before you share, it says write a caption. Should we direct your choice? That's up to you. I always like to share value if I can. So yeah. Oh, that was you. Okay.
Okay, Christy, sorry, I missed it. Where do you add the cover title, the cover page?
So do you have all your set? Okay. Are most of us done with adding our text where we're pointing? I can come back. So I'm gonna, once you're finished with that, press the white arrow and it's gonna bring you to this page. Okay. It's gonna press on where it says cover. On the bottom, it's gonna give you the option to add from camera roll, which is why we take the picture before we do the reel. Okay. Okay. So then you can choose that, right? Click on done. And if you want to use this opportunity to write something, whether it's to educate your audience, to share, you can put, can you guess the lie? It can be simple as, can you guess the lie? Or can you believe which one is my lie? Or, you know, whatever, you can make it fun. Like I said, with my hamburger reel, I used it to educate. There was one that I did, I introduced myself and what it was that I did. And I used the caption to describe what it is that I do as a coach and how I can help people. Okay. You're so welcome, Samantha. Hopefully the meltdown isn't too long. Okay. And once you've completed all of that, I make sure to have also share to feed clicked on. Veronica, I don't know if you do anything different. At the end, like when you're ready to share, I leave it to post on my feed.
So the new Instagram algorithms, you shouldn't be posting more than 2-3 tops a day. That's already a lot.
Yeah.
So if you are posting a lot, just know that, then take it out of your feed. But if you aren't and it's a part of your 2 to 3 a day, by all means, put it on your feed.
So there you go. There's the advice. And if you're not ready to share it yet, you can save it as a draft. Okay. And it'll be there. When you go into your Reels section, it'll be there. I'm obviously not going to share this because this is an absolute disaster of a reel. I just did whatever. People will not know what is going on with me.
Those are the best.
No, I'm literally like, I like panned over my office and you guys, it was just not good. Okay. All right. Are there any questions? I know I moved forward a little bit I'm the only one that I lost the real music, just the weird music. You have weird music? What does that mean?
That happened to me.
It's-
lost
I
my
don't, I
music.
don't know what happened from one day to another. The music that I have available for do whatever I want on Instagram is not a popular music. It's other kind of music. And I Google it trying to find someone else to have the same issue.
Yeah.
Some people said that I can uninstall again, and I did it, but it doesn't work. I don't know if you're the only one that have this lucky, but I tried.
Check,
I don't know.
check under what you're categorized.
Huh?
Check what you're categorized under. Because the same thing happened to my husband. And apparently he was as a shopping, like a supermarket. In his business, he was put as a supermarket. So that's why he didn't have any popular songs. So check how you have it.
Where is that categorized?
I had that too.
I think
I
it's
only have
under
Christmas music that comes up.
I think it's under settings. Let me check. Hold on.
Yeah, because
happened
I
to me
have just
too.
the business account and I
changed to
have the
creator.
music all the time. It's just last month. I said, what?
My pleasure, Amy. Thank you, honey.
That happened to me too, and I had a business account and I changed it to a creator account, and it eventually went back. But I had like music from Africa or
Yeah.
and I changed it to creator and it came back within a few days.
And something happened with your account? Did you change to the creator?
I had a business account and then I changed it to creator because there's really no difference, really. So it eventually came back.
You're welcome, Olga. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it.
Christy, I have a question. So how do I find my draft?
So where
Okay.
do we go? Yeah.
I'm gonna exit out of this thing because I'm discarding this. Okay, so if you want to find your draft, you're gonna go to, just like if you were gonna add a post. Ay, mentira, sorry. Go to your homepage.
Okay.
Click on Reels,
Yep.
and then you have a category called Drafts.
Got it.
You need me
So
to
if I
pop it up
want- if
again?
I want to do a preview, can I or no?
You can click on it like that was. Hold on. Preview. Hold on. You have to, yeah. If you click on it, click on edit. You can't really preview it. It's just edit, and then it'll show you
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
what happens. Yeah. And then
So
you can.
Christina, what's the next step now? Because I was still
Yes.
behind.
So once you
I got
finish,
everything in.
once you have all your slides done, right? It's gonna take you, you're gonna press on the little arrow button that's on the right, the little circle with the arrow on the right-hand side.
Here too.
And it's gonna take you to this page.
Uh-huh.
Then there, you're gonna choose your cover, which is the picture that we took before we started. So click on cover. And then on the bottom, it'll give you the option, choose a picture from camera roll.
Right. I got
Okay.
that.
So then choose the picture that you made
Mm-hmm.
or that you wanted, add it from camera roll, and then press done. If you want to, you can add information or a caption, or you can go in as much detail as you want.
But how do you add the one that says, tell me what you think? How do you do that?
Is that one that you took you took the photo of?
No, the one like you want them to answer, right? So it says, tell me which one is a lie.
Is that your last slide or your first one?
The first slide.
Okay, so if you wanted to, you can go back, go to where it says cover, and then you can slide it over to one of the shots that has that statement in it. Does that make sense?
And add that in?
But if you had already, did you already have it in there?
No.
So you didn't add that in there?
No, I did all my other things, pointing.
Okay. So what you can do is you can have it like this and you can put in your caption, can you guess the lie?
Okay, right.
If not,
Okay.
As you get more advanced in it, you can download an app like InShot, and you can add text to your initial picture and then post that up, which is what I started learning to do, and I started doing that. So, you know, if you were to look at some of my reels, I have, you know, some writing on it. Like this one that we just did the liar liar one, I put liar liar. This one is no days off, how to beat the snooze. So I learned how to do those things, but that was after I started practicing with the reels, and I felt like I can add more stuff to it. Don't feel like you need to do that now.
Okay.
Okay, use the caption.
No,
Use the caption to
take
help
baby
people.
steps.
Yeah. Okay. So
Okay.
yeah. And there you go.
Okay. Thank you.
And then you have your reel. Okay, cool. So was this helpful? I know the first part of the content, I should have just done reels today. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I needed I'm sorry. I overplanned.
It was great, though. I love that little bit at the beginning about the posting. So thank you.
Good. Oh, good. Okay, glad. I'm so glad you found that useful. Okay, cool. Maybe next week we'll do a little bit a more advanced reel. I'll show you how to put text on your picture, and we'll do maybe like transitions with covering.
Let me do it too, because I'll say I'll do it later and I'm not going to do it.
Perfect. Okay, so
I
now
would have probably worn something different and done something a little different to my.
don't worry, because you're gonna start loading up all your reels and you're gonna forget about this one. It'll be fine. So next week we'll do like something with different transitions, so that it'll, you know, it'll take some, and I'll just reserve it for reels. So is that cool? We'll do the hand one.
I love it. Thank you so
Okay, good.
much. Helped so much. And Jenny,
I am so glad. I was so nervous. I'm so
oh,
glad.
Christy, like I literally didn't know how to do this, and I'm like, yes, now I'm gonna be playing with reels all day.
No, you want to know what? I actually told my 12-year-old, I'm like, I will literally pay you like $10 to help me.
Yeah, no, they won't help.
Because it's similar to TikTok, and I don't do TikTok, and I don't have time to scroll. I have ADD, so
Yeah.
I don't have time. I get lost, and my whole day is wasted. So I'm like,
Okay.
so this was
Okay,
helpful.
good. So this was helpful.
Yes, very.
Okay, so I'll see you all next week. We'll do transition one next week.
Yes.
Yay! Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me. Thanks for sticking around, ladies. Have an amazing Tuesday.
You too.
Thank
You
you.
too. Bye.
Have a great one. Bye.
You too. Bye.